happy to finally be doing this with you.
Hell yeah, man! You survived them tornadoes last night. I see.
Oh man, we was good. We just was in the dark from like I stay in Metairie.
You Metairie?
Yeah, by Lavender Park. If you sneeze around there, the lights go off.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so we was in the dark from like what 3 to 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that sucks.
Yeah.
They had certain parts around my area that went out, and they like my power didn't go out, but certain parts of Marrero went out. That shit sucks.
Yeah, it really does, man. Especially right around Christmas. You know what I'm saying? This year been crazy, so this just make it crazier for some people. You know,
we ain't used to that around the Christmas time, though.
No, man. No. How you gonna be happy? You got a hole in your roof.
Right. That's fucked up. That's messed up, man.
All your Christmas presents got sucked up in the air, going somewhere with Dorothy.
You know, people hide those presents in the attic. You know.
Oh, I ain't even think about that one.
Yeah, they hiding all the presents in the attic, and I did what I know somebody. He one of his houses, my buddy, he's a landlord, but one of his houses' roofs got ripped off yesterday. Okay, and our Winn Dixie got really hit. You know.
Yeah, I heard that people stuck in there.
They did, dude. It got hit right at the entrance.
Are you serious?
Yeah, people were dead stuck in that bitch.
I'm glad I
fucked
wasn't
up.
there. I'd have had all kind of anxiety, but I'd have been eating in that bitch though.
Right. Look, if you
My nerves would have got bad. I'd have been made me a bowl of Captain Crunch or something.
Man, I think that's kind of what people do in like states that they used to tornadoes in. Like you can, it's told like if you don't have a house or a good safe spot, go to like your local Walmart or local grocery store and dip and not eat, but like hide out from the tornadoes if you can.
All right.
You know, if not, they should.
Yeah.
You know, they definitely should.
Yeah, they definitely should. That was crazy. I ain't gonna say, bro, it's been so crazy with the weather because they haven't been getting it right. You know what I'm saying? And yesterday, a lot of people were like, ain't nothing about to happen.
Yeah. Well, you remember the last time it happened?
Yeah.
And man, that was this year too. This is the second time tornadoes hit this year in New Orleans.
2023 been crazy.
Yeah, it really has.
They need to fast forward this bitch, get it over with.
Let's get. Last time it happened on a Tuesday on the night of my mic, and we still had the mic.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. You had a good crowd?
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. You know, last night I was telling you earlier, I tried to come here and we were trying to shoot something, and they turned me around. They lost power as soon as I got to this place. You know, I'm crazy for even just like trying to make it here. You know,
that's when it's in your heart, dog.
Yeah,
that's
man.
a good thing. I mean, you love doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, definitely, man.
You have to love doing something to even drive.
Yeah, in a fucking tornado storm, we didn't give a fuck.
Because I was looking at the news and I was like, damn, they actually got shit coming out the sky.
Yeah, weird colors and shit. I was in there. There was some weird colors. You could see like.
You're like, I'm gonna make some people laugh.
Ain't nobody coming outside, bro. But that's the work ethic here at
what I'm saying.
At Grimtown. Shout out to Grimtown Studios, baby.
Shout out to Grimtown. This is nice, y'all. I wish y'all could see what I see. I feel like I done made it now. I'm about to tell everybody to kiss my ass. Mama, we made it.
Welcome to Pickles' house. You made it, baby.
That's what's up.
Thank y'all out there for tuning in today, man. I got a real good friend of mine, man. This dude is a staple in the New Orleans comedy scene. He's been around a long time, man, doing his thing. Just a real funny guy, real down to earth, man. I love him to death, bro. Put your hands together for my boy Noncense.
Whoa.
What's up, baby?
Happy to be here, man.
I'm happy to have you here, man. Look, grab that mic and like put it under you.
Under me like that?
Yeah, a little under you.
Right there?
There you go.
Okay. That's better.
Wherever you're comfortable with, you know.
I'm good.
Make sure you're talking into that thing.
All right.
Man, what's
up,
up,
bro? I never had nothing close to my mouth before in my life.
My problem was when we first started. My problem was like grabbing that because I'm used to holding the mic, so I'll grab the mic and be up all that.
All right, you ready to let go?
Yeah, I'm on stage, bro.
I understand that.
Yeah. You want to do some promoting up top, real quick?
Yeah, man. This Saturday in Mid Louisiana, you know, if y'all in the surrounding areas, it's not that far. I know y'all be talking about the drive. Mid Louisiana, I'll be at 105 and Live. this Saturday, my last show of this year. So you won't be seeing me no more until next year.
Yeah.
So if you want to see me, come out to meet at 105 and Live. It's gonna be me, R.J. Evans, Kevin, Prince Keeve. He changed his name on me, so we're gonna go with Prince Keeve.
Okay.
Radizi. It's gonna be live, y'all. Pull up, pull up, pull up.
You gonna throw anything out there at the beginning of next year too?
I ain't gonna lie.
Cause this is my last podcast of the year.
For real?
Yeah, you my last guy of the year.
Oh, nah, I really feel special. I ain't gonna lie. Pickle 23 been good to me. This been one of my best years of comedy. Like I just been working.
Yeah.
So I'm really, I've been getting kind of back like in touch with the family, dog. So I'm gonna take like the kind of beginning parts and just chill out with the family. Then
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, family, everything. If you got
It
good
is.
family, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, it definitely is, man.
No, like I don't know why, but like I just been seeing like a lot of people that done made it, like famous people that's been passing, and the one thing they all talk about is spending time with family. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like if I spend a little time, as much time as I can with my family now, when I really get where I want to get, they gonna understand.
Definitely,
You know
man.
what I'm saying?
I understand that completely, man. Like you said, we get bigger guys come through here, and we see that I had Greg Fitzsimmons come through here, and I talked to him about that a little bit. He gave me some good advice, like whenever you're not on the road and you're with your family, like be present. There.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like be present with your
exactly,
family, and because that's just rough. My girl, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm hopping on the plane and going to Michigan. That's where my son is.
Right.
My girl and my son are both in Michigan.
Right.
We haven't been able to get it together all the way yet. Financial situations suck when you're like two different places like that.
Financial situations suck when you ain't.
But I mean, I'm blessed to have the money to like buy a plane ticket and go. I'm going to spend Christmas, Christmas.
Just to be able to go do it.
Yeah, this is first Christmas, so I got to be there to see his eyes light up whenever he sees my girl said she tried to put presents under the tree, and he's already trying to open up everything.
This your first?
It's my first son, and it's his first Christmas.
Oh yeah, man, spend that time with him, man. That's one thing. I lost my son in 2017, but that's the one thing. That's the one thing I love about it. Like I was there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what keep me going. Like I really got good memories. You know what I'm saying? So. Yeah, man. So, spend as much time as you can with them, dog.
Yeah, you never know, man.
No, you never know, bro. Especially the way the world going now. It's just crazy, bro. It's just crazy. I just be trying to live, have fun, enjoy, and make people laugh, dog.
Yeah, man. Where you from?
I'm from New Orleans originally. Born and raised.
Born and raised?
Yeah,
born and bred. 8th Ward? All right. What street area?
Actually, down by the lake. I don't like to sit by the lake because then people always think I was born by the rich people by the lake. Nah, we was in the hood part.
Yeah, there's a hood part.
Yeah, people don't realize that. I'm like,
Dude.
oh, you were born by nah.
New Orleans is like the only city in the world where you can have like $1 million houses on one street, and you go right street over, and it's the hood.
Gang. Yeah, it's the
It's
project.
right. You turn on the street, all of a sudden a dark cloud comes over you, lightning and thunder strike. You're like, oh shit, what did I do?
You know what, Pick? I think you're right. I think New Orleans is the only place like that. Because anybody else, you got, like, if you go to the suburb, it's the suburb.
Yeah.
Like right here, you be in the suburbs, and like you said, you go one block up, boy, you better lock your doors and everything.
Yeah, bro. I mean, I've been blessed to do a lot of traveling these last 2 years, especially this year, and I see that like it's spread out. Like Atlanta is spread out.
Right.
Detroit and Michigan is spread out. You know what I mean?
Right.
The different neighborhoods are like spread out. Fucking Texas is spread out, dude.
I mean, but it's so small around. You drive 10 minutes. If you drive 10 minutes, I don't care what part of if you in West Wego, Chalmette, Orleans, if you drive 10 minutes going any which way, you out that, you're in a whole nother city.
Right. Dude, I've done so much driving, I got it down. I can, like, make a whole circle around New Orleans to the West Bank within 30 minutes. You know what I mean?
And
just
going
across the river to Metairie. I can go, you know what I mean, and get back through the Huey P area and just make a circle.
You be grinding.
Dude, I used to own a grass cutting company.
Oh,
so,
that's why.
Yeah, I've cut grass for a long time. I used to cut it for old company named with Tully's, the Tully
Okay.
family. You
All
know.
right. That was my first job,
Yeah.
actually. Congrats for my grandfather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was my first job. And then I ended up making it my own. Like I had my own business, and comedy kind of took over.
Oh, all right.
It came to that point where you can't just go out and do comedy every night till 12, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and then wake up for 5.
No,
And
some gotta give.
yeah, it's something.
Some
I
gotta
did it for
give.
like a year and a half, and I was like, something got to shake, bro.
Yeah.
I'm not
Can't do
living.
this right,
Yeah,
right,
I'm
right.
not living a right life anymore. I'm already eating bad at night.
How long you been doing comedy? Let me ask you a question.
In February, it's gonna be 4 years.
All right, all right. Anniversary coming up.
Coming up,
That's
baby.
what's up.
How long you been doing comedy? I know it's been a minute. You
July this year make 10 years.
nice.
Yeah,
10 years.
years,
Yeah, OG and I are seen. I love it.
I feel like I'm just getting started, but I mean, it's
Yeah, you are, baby. You young.
yeah. I wouldn't trade it for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually doing something I always wanted to do. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I just love making people laugh, man. And when I was
Yeah.
young, like the first time I won like my first class clown award,
You won a class clown award?
man, I won 2 of them, man. And
What
I,
school you went to?
I went to McDonald 39.
Okay.
I went to McDonald 39, and from there I went to Capitol, and I graduated from Kennedy.
Okay.
And every time I would get a class clown award, I'd be like happy, dude. Like
Mm-hmm.
my first one, I ran home to my grandma. I got the big gumball machine that you put the penny in.
Yeah.
Man, I'm bucked up. I mean, like I literally ran all the way home, and I'm like, Grandma, look what I got. Man, my grandma shitted on me. She was like,
No. No.
man, talking about canceling a dream.
Grandma was like, this is not what I had in mind
Yeah,
for you, kid.
she was like, you happy about that? You happy people? I was like, Grandma, this a class. She was like, nah, son, that's not gonna be it. Then when I got my other one, man, my 12th grade teacher, he shitted on me too. He was like, man, you think that's something to be proud of? I was like, yeah, I worked hard for this.
Bro. Yeah, you do, bro.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I've been making your whole class laugh. They be asleep till I come in.
I'm the one making them pay attention.
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. If
But-
teachers started off their day with a joke, maybe kids would listen.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
little
Yeah,
more.
yeah. Dude, it's like, and it's crazy because my teacher, he really was like on me, like, oh, what you think you're gonna become? I was like, you're not gonna make no money. I'm like, dude, like, and at that time, Eddie Murphy was like the king, and I was like,
Yeah.
So you telling me Eddie Murphy is not making money? You know what I'm saying? You telling me, and I grew up on like the old greats like Red Fox. You know what I'm saying?
Dude,
People
I was
like-
just listening to some old tapings of Red Fox, and that dude would destroy fucking
Oh
room.
man, he was the
His
king.
crowd work was great.
Yeah, he was the king.
Oh man, he was so awesome.
He was, man, you know who else I grew up, and I ain't gonna say I grew up, but when I first like I said, this is my dream. If I like people measure success on monetary things, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They think success is something monetary, but I always look at it like this. And I heard I went to somebody was a speaker one day, and he was saying that success is a predetermined goal. So he was saying like if you wanted to be a teacher, you know what I'm saying? That's all you wanted to be was a teacher, and you made it to be a teacher. Somebody can't say you're not successful just because you don't have a house on a lake. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I feel like a lot of my family be like, oh, we be glad when you get to this point. But to me, if I die today or tomorrow, I'm happy because I'm a comedian. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This
Dude,
is what I always wanted to be, so I'm living my dream.
I've been thinking about that a long time. Like in Thanksgiving area, I started thinking about that. I was like, man, fucking 10, 12 years ago, I was never, 5 years ago, I would have never thought I'd be where I am today.
Right.
You know what I
So I'm
mean?
saying.
It's been, I've lived such a wild life growing up in New Orleans and thinking, and we got a New Orleans mentality. You know what I'm saying? There's a mentality over in New Orleans, and when you grow up in that, it's certain, like, I was a drug dealer for over 10 years of my
I know
life.
what you're
You
talking
know what
about.
I mean?
We ain't
It's,
supposed to make it to 21.
yeah, it's hard to say that shit
no,
too,
it's
bro.
the truth.
It's
people trip because I celebrate my birthday, man. When I was growing up, like I shared it with you, like a lot of people don't know it because of where I am now. But like I didn't grow up in the hood, but I grew up where they wanted to be hood, you know what I'm saying? So it made it twice as hard for us because we really was doing something that we didn't have to do, but we wanted to do it, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But then once we got involved in it, you know how it is, fast money, you know what I'm saying? It went from being in a being in a little crew, because we don't have gangs down here. We don't do that crap. But like,
we're
being
loners, and we do have our friends.
Exactly.
But we're like one-man crews.
We not gonna have nobody telling us what to do.
Right.
Not down here.
That gang stuff never worked down here.
It couldn't, because we, like you said, we loners. But like, for me running with my partners and stuff, man, some of the people in my neighborhood, I'll never forget one of my friends' moms, man, like, she actually stopped me, man, and this lady told me I was like 17 years old, and I think it's the worst shit, like, grown-ups, you should never tell a child some negative, awful shit, you know what I'm saying, because you never know how it affect them.
Yeah.
Man, I remember this lady told me, she was like, you're not going to make it to be 21, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be this. And I'm looking at her because all I was doing was stealing cars and selling shit. But her sons were like two of the biggest drug dealers in the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? And now one of her sons doing life and one on death row. And every time I see her, I be like, how your kids doing?
Dude,
for real.
I had that's
how they doing? Remember, bitch, I'm supposed to be dead.
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't lying. You know what I mean?
I'm just saying.
Same thing happened to me through a teacher, a math teacher, dude.
See what I'm saying?
And I remember her, Miss Morris, bro. She used to be like, she would pick students out in the class and like class clown dudes and stuff.
Yeah.
And I was one of them, and she'd be like, "You gonna be living in Angola."
You know what I'm saying? That's so crazy.
I was like, "What's Angola, bro?"
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This lady affected me so bad that, dog, like, I didn't really see a future for myself. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the way it was going, and, like, a lot of my partners would get killed or going to jail, and I was just like, oh, she might be right.
I understand, man.
Yeah,
it's rough. A lot of my friends are dead or in jail as well, you know? And... Like, I get told congratulations just for being where I'm at through a lot of people.
That's what I'm saying.
You know?
Yeah, we both blessed, dog.
Yeah, we are, bro.
And,
God is real.
We living our dreams. We living our dreams.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm telling you. I didn't even think I had a dream of being a comic. You know what I mean?
No?
Like, he gave me that.
This was something you didn't want to do?
This is something I didn't know I could do.
All right.
I didn't know I could do it. Like, God literally, like, told me to do fucking comedy, and I was like, okay. And I tried, and literally, I looked into New Orleans, and I never thought we had a comedy scene.
Man,
you know we're underground.
You know what, bro? I'm an energy person. You know what I'm saying? I really believe in energy, and I really believe everything happened for a reason.
Definitely.
See what you're saying? Like, I told you, I always wanted to be a comic. You know what I'm saying? But after so many people shitted on me about it, I just, like, kind of gave it up. But I was always into doing something. I used to do poetry. I used to rap. You know what I'm saying?
Spoken word,
yeah,
baby.
You know what I'm saying? And one day, I'm not going to lie, dog, my little sister, you say God put this in you? My little sister called me up, and she was like, I love my little sister. Shout out Maisha, Nola family. She shout out. She told me, she called me up, and she was like, man, you need to be doing something. She's like, you're too talented. And she was like, whatever you want to do, I'm going to help you do it. And I was like, all right, sis, whatever. Man, the next day, this girl called me up, right? And she was like, I know what you're going to be. I was like, what am I going to be? She was like, a comedian. So I'm like, what? She was like, a comedian. I was like, okay. And she was like, no, I'm telling you, God told me this. And I like, how you sound? And she was like, stop playing. And I'm like, no, for real, how you sound? She's like, I'm telling you, God told me you were going to be a comedian. So, like you said, I was like, all right, I'm going to start checking into it, because, like, she let me know she, like, really got me, like, she going to invest in me, help me, and all that.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so, dude, like you said, I started looking into the comedy scene down here, and I ain't going to lie, when I first started looking, I didn't see nothing. I didn't see no open mics, nothing, dog. And one day, show you how I tell you how things happen for a reason. One day, I'm in Lakeside Mall, right? I was going to get my wife car tinted. And it was crazy because that whole day, like, everything was going wrong. Like, we were supposed to go to this one place, and the place I went, it was people we knew, right?
Yeah.
But the receptionist, like, she handled me bad. Like, she treated me like I was a crackhead or something. Yeah. And I knew the owner. But when she found out I knew the owner, I was like, I don't even want to deal with y'all no more. So, man, I went across the street to this other place, and just so happened, the dude told me to follow him by his shop, right?
Yeah.
And it was across from Lakeside Mall. So he's like, man, go to the mall, get you something to eat. By the time you come back, you'll be done. So, I'm in the mall, right? And I'm getting ready to leave, and I see this dude walking around, a slim dude, medium-sized little dude. He got a shirt that said, piss your pants. So I laughed at the name, right? So I was like, someone was like, man, go talk to him. But then I'm like, man, you just New Orleans, you can't just walk up to nobody, you know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I'm literally, dog, I'm walking out of Lakeside, though. I've opened the door, I'm outside the mall, and I hear a voice say, go back and talk to that dude.
Yeah.
Like, real, you know what I'm saying? I go back and talk to him, it was Mark Caesar.
Yeah, I know who you talking
Yeah,
about.
it was
as
Mark
soon as you said
Caesar.
Pitch Your Pants. So you part of the. I know you do shows with him, but you're officially part of the Pitch Your Pants crew, right?
Yeah, Mark gave
Yeah.
Mark gave me my first shot, dog. I was
nice.
in the what? I mean, he been doing his thing for a long time. I was in the second wave of Pitch Your Pants.
Okay.
Yeah, I came up with Mario P, Joke and Brady. I was in that bunch.
All right.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm an official member of Pitch Your
Fuck
Pants.
yeah, man. Yeah, I didn't want to say it. I wanted you to say it.
No, I'm
I
Pitch
love
Your
Mark
Pants
Caesar,
side
dog.
dog. Shout out to Mark Caesar.
Shout out Mark Caesar. What's happening, baby? Mark puts on a lot of people, bro.
Yeah,
I love that he grabbed a hold of fucking Brandon Haynes,
bro,
and pulled him in.
Mark,
and
I ain't gonna lie, dog.
made him feel welcome.
I don't think he get the props that he deserved, though, dog. But he didn't put on so many people.
He
bruh.
gets the props from us for sure.
Yeah, from us, but I feel like you know what I'm saying?
But he also, dude, he is, I would say, one of the most supported comics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
In our scene, bro, and that's I had him in.
Oh, he
here,
bring him out.
and that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he bring him out.
The black community really supports the black
Yeah.
community comedy, and
Yeah.
I love that about New Orleans.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I love when I get to do like the shows, like black shows.
Yeah.
You know, black rooms.
Yeah.
And because. You know, you find out if you funny or not. You know what I mean? You do Kermit's or somewhere with Mark and everybody, bro. It's the greatest fucking thing.
It's crazy, dude. I'm not gonna even lie to you. It's crazy, and I hate that it is what it is, but I hate that it be like the black rooms and the white rooms. But it really is the truth. You know what I'm saying?
It really is.
And I ain't gonna lie, the black rooms, like you say, if you survive in the black room, you know you're funny.
Hey, but let me tell you something. These rooms, they got me ready for like Detroit rooms and shit.
All right.
You know what I mean? I go
Yeah.
out there and I did a fucking punchline out there in Detroit, and it shout out to Punchline. My boy Ugly Jason was happening. I'm coming out there, baby. And I mean, dude, if I have never done black rooms over here,
You wouldn't have been ready for
that
it.
room would have ate me alive, dog.
yeah,
It would have ate me. I still had a little trouble the first time, and then I like calmed down after, and I watched one of the local comics eat them up, dog.
Right.
Just eat them up. I was like, okay,
Right.
I can handle this room, but
Yeah.
I'm stoked to go back this time. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
That's what's up. I
It's
see
been
you. Yeah, that's
it's
what's
been
up.
like
You ready?
4-5 months or something since I've been. I'm coming, bro.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, they definitely get you ready, though.
Yeah.
Cause you go down here, the crowd, you walk in the room, they got their arms folded, like, bitch, you better be funny.
Yeah, and then they're ready to look at you crazy. They're ready to they're ready to tell you.
They be ready.
If you're not funny, they're ready to tell you
Oh
you're
yeah,
not funny.
they gonna let you know. They gonna let you. Dog, I done seen comics. I ain't gonna lie. Thank God I ain't never happened to me. I done seen comics booed off a stage.
Ooh.
Yeah. I have actually seen comics like just run.
Oof.
So yeah, they definitely get you ready.
Yeah.
If you can make people laugh in New Orleans, if you can make people laugh in Louisiana, you pretty much
Yeah,
on the
especially
right
the
track.
locals, because like you said, we got two different kinds of crowds. We got
Yeah.
our mixed crowds, we got our but we got our local crowds too.
Right.
We got people, but the crowds, the native crowds, see, that's difference too. You get locals, and they say they're local. Now they local because they lived here for 10 years. I want to say the native crowds, dude.
Right.
The native crowds from here, if you can make the natives fucking laugh, bro, you fucking solid.
Yeah.
You know, because they come to either tell you shitty or have a good time, you know?
Exactly. You know what? And that's the truth, dog.
Yeah.
That really is the truth. That's what they come for.
Yeah.
They come to let you know you're not it.
Yeah. And dude, that's when I really
For
found out
real.
I was kind of funny because I got to do fucking Kermit's room. The first,
bro.
I think that might have been the first all black room I got to do.
All right.
And
When
it was
Dirty Mouth had it?
Dirty
like,
Mouse,
All right.
Dirty
Shout out
Mouse,
to Dirty Mouth.
with my girl, Dirty Mouth. She had her birthday and she.
You know what? That was the first time I met you.
Yeah, you remember that? That was a good fucking night,
Yeah,
dog.
that was a fire night.
Yeah.
That was the first time I you like I'm
I
Pickles.
think
And I'm
that's
like,
a. I got to see the first time I got to see Shawty Feel Good.
All right.
Dude,
all right.
he went up in that bitch and lit that room on
Yeah,
fire.
Yeah, Shotty
you
a
know?
monster. Shotty
Yeah.
another monster.
And Smiley fucking killed it. What's happening, my girl? I still got to get with her, bro. I've been trying to get her in here. We gonna get you in here, Smiley.
Hey, New Year coming.
New
You
Year's,
got
yeah.
her, yeah.
This is our first year, man. I've had thank y'all everybody who tunes in out there and watch this.
I
Man.
appreciate it. Don't stop doing it. Don't stop.
It's
Keep
been a
tuning
great
in.
year.
Y'all tell a friend, tell a friend.
Yeah.
For real, man. I
So-
hope you have me back.
So let me ask you, where's the first time you got on a stage?
At Lord Mario. Shout out to Mario P, my dog. With Mark C's at Laughing Sip when he had Laughing Sip on Tulane.
I never been to Laugh and Sip.
Oh man, that was I ain't gonna lie, dog.
How long ago was that? Because Mark's been in the game for a while.
Yeah, they've been in it before I started, but like I said, I've been doing it like 9 years. So Laughing Sit had to be probably like 7 years ago, dog.
Okay.
It was I don't remember the exact days they had, but it was like a weekly show, and dog, like I ain't gonna lie, it used to be packed, and if you was not funny, they would let you have it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm talking about the first 2 minutes. If
Yeah.
if you ain't get them to laugh, oh, they was gonna give it to you.
Yeah, bro.
But yeah.
That's dude.
That was my first open mic and everything, dog. That
Yeah.
was my the day I met Mark at the mall, you know, he told me to come through. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, man, come through. He was like, you know, you like it, come check it out. So man, I went there, and that was my first time seeing Mario P.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, when I first met Mario, I thought Mario was like a black ear rap or something, because he had the beard and shit. And I like the little ear rap dude funny.
Yeah, but that bitch looking like Freeway.
Yeah. Right. You know what I'm talking about, right? So, you know, when Mark saw me, he was like, "Hey, man, I didn't know you said you really came." He was like, "You know what? Since you came," he was like, "Man, you come back next week. You know, I'll put you on."
Yeah.
And I like, "You serious?" He was like, "Yeah." So, man, I came back the next week and jumped up on the stage, dog. And I had never, you know, first time ever doing it. And I killed it, dog.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. He was like, "You sure that's your first time?" I was like, "Yeah, dog, I ain't never do this." He was like, "Come back next week." Came back the next week. Same thing, good show. Come back next week. Came back the next week. So I think I did like 3 or 4 shows, man. And when I went back, I think for like my 5th show, dog, man, they had a T-shirt and everything for me. They invited me up to, you know,
Nice.
welcome me in the picture pants. And I ain't gonna lie, it's been golden ever since.
That's
dog.
what's up.
Yeah.
Bro.
So.
Yeah. Mark's great, dude.
Yeah, I kind of skipped the line over a lot of shit. 'Cause like I said, that was my very first open mic. I had never did an open mic or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's dude. Since I met him, you know, I met him. The first night I met him, he was at that pizza. Remember the pizza restaurant?
Ray's. Pepperoni Ray's.
I went to Pepperoni Ray's one
Yeah.
night, bro, and he actually, the intro of that night, I remember when he was making fun of Silk the Shocker and how much of a shitty rapper he was. And he brought me up. He was like, "I don't know if this next dude rap or not." And in the back of my head, I was like, "I kind of do. I could light this bitch up real quick, cause I can." And ever since then, like I had an okay set in the room. Right. It was my first time ever doing an all black room, and I had an okay set. I had some laughs and giggles. But really called me. Like Mark came up to me afterwards and he was like, "Yo, this stuff about you losing your virginity in the projects is golden, bro. You need to fucking
I never
work
heard that one.
I mean, dog, I got material.
Yeah,
here.
you gotta bring that one back around.
You gotta. I do.
Yeah,
I do,
real.
bro. I got materials just for black rooms, dog.
I was just about to
I'm hood
ask you
tested,
that.
baby.
I'm glad you. I was just about to ask you. Do you have different material for like? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? All right,
dude,
all right.
I've developed material for. I'm good at going in there and piecing out a room.
Okay.
Now, like I've learned how to see how they're feeling, if they're a material room or not. You know what I mean? And then if they're not a material room, especially like a lot of blacker rooms, the black rooms, they like to see you riff.
Yeah.
You know what I
yeah,
mean? And if
yeah.
you're not riffing, you better make it look like you riffing.
Right.
You know?
Man, shout out to Rude Jude, man.
Hell yeah, Rude Jude's
I learned how to freestyle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From watching Rude Jude, man. We did a show at the Basin Street Lounge back in the day, and dog, like everything he talked about was what was going on in the room. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And he was killing it, and I was like, damn. I was like, I need to learn how to do
Dude,
that.
Rude Jude's awesome. I learned from Rude Jude. You
Yeah,
understand?
yeah,
Like
that's
I
what
went
I'm
to
saying.
I went to Silly Rabbit this year in like the middle of the year, dude, and I got to see Rita Britt, but
Rita Bryant.
Rita, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
dude. Rude Jude was hosting, and he lit this fucking room on fire. You understand? Like he's just, I developed a bit about like a on stage bit because of the way he hosts.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was like,
right.
that's fucking genius the way
Yeah,
he's doing this shit.
yeah.
He had a white boy dance contest and shit. I was like,
Jude the man, dog.
Yeah.
Shout out Rude Jude, man.
Yeah, what up, Rude? Dude, I was like, this fucking dude is awesome.
Yeah,
You know what I
man,
mean?
yeah.
I was in the back just like, because the owner, I went over there and I was curious about Silly Rabbit. You know, I heard good things that been going on, and the owner let me chill. You know, shout out to Silly Rabbit. I might have to go back
shout
out
out
there.
Silly Rabbit.
But I saw Rude that night, bro, and I was like, I've seen him, but not in that caliber, not in that,
Right.
not in his element, the way he was doing it that night.
Yeah, man, I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, I came up, like, I'm blessed because, like, I came up with Rude Jude. You know what I'm saying? I didn't, like, I did rooms with Rude. Shout out to Legend Blowfish, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah,
Man.
Blowfish, Shaq Brown, Shotty Feel Good. All the greats, dog.
Dude,
I came up right up under them. They ain't cut me no slack, pick.
I bet they didn't, bro.
They ain't cut me no slack.
Look, I did I know you know Corey Mack.
Another one.
What up, my
you
brother
did Corey?
Mack?
You did Corey from out in Florida?
I did Corey's show in Florida, and he was like, man, I should have. He was like, I didn't know you got that good. You know what I mean? And I was like, yeah, bro.
I love Corey, dog. Corey,
grinding.
Corey keep it 100 with you.
Yeah,
Corey,
well,
keep it 100.
he saw me in raw form. You know what I mean? And I was not good. Yeah, I was not good, dog. Back in 2019, there was nothing good there. You know. So I was excited to go out and do his show because he never saw me yet,
Right,
bro. And I lit that fucking stage on fire. And he was like, "Oh, I gotta put a real headliner behind you, dog."
Ooh.
And he went and got Shawty Feel Good, and I was like, "Look, that made me feel
That's
good."
a
I was
compliment.
like, "All right."
Yeah, they need somebody behind me. You can't just come up behind me. You gotta bring it.
So I did that show with Shawty Feel Good, and I was like, whenever you see experience of that level, you know what I mean? It makes you feel like sit back and watch this dude. Like I love Shawty, dog. Yeah. Shawty's the shit. Just anytime when you get those guys who or girls who've been up in these
My dog,
Comedy Central, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, Kevin Hart. When you get those dudes who show you that experience level on stage, it's a calmness to them that they bring, and you can feel that headliner in them. You know,
they energy. Like soon as they come on, you be like, oh, this is what it's about to be.
Yeah, bro. That's why I like Rude Jude too, because he has like I'd say the best hosting energy I've seen out of any host.
And I ain't gonna lie, hands down, no, I'm not. I don't care who don't like it. Hands down, Rude Jude. I don't think there's a host that could top Rude Jude.
Dude, he's a beast.
Yeah, I don't. Not hosting. That's his. You know what I'm saying? That's
we got different levels now.
Yeah.
I've become that's how I became a really good comedian. Actually, is
Me too.
hosting.
Me too. Hosting my own shows. Doing my own shows.
Bring your shit up, dog.
I'll tell any comedian, any up and coming comedian, if you want to really get good at this craft, start hosting.
Yeah.
Because hosting allows you to travel. It allows you to travel with different things. You know what I'm saying? Because what a lot of people don't understand with hosting is you don't exactly have to be funny. You have to be entertaining.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And present in the moment.
Yes, but when you could be funny and entertaining at the same time, it opens. You know what I'm saying? It opens you up to a whole different. Opens you up to a whole different level.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So I ain't gonna lie. That's actually. I sharpen my teeth with hosting, dog. And I'm probably this year, because a lot of people been asking me to, when I was gonna start doing shows again. So I probably try to find and start my own room again, because I really loved it. But what happened was, like I said, I did my own room for about 3-4 years, 3-4 years, you dig. And what happened was, just from me hosting, people started, calling.
Yeah.
And hosting is a big,
Get you more gigs and
yeah,
shit.
exactly.
They
So,
come to your room, they see
yeah,
what you're doing.
exactly.
They see you can handle that room.
Exactly. So when people start calling you to perform and they paying you to perform, it's bigger than, let me get this room together. So I was just like, nah. But I'm gonna go back to hosting because I like doing it. I really like doing it.
Do it, bro.
Yeah,
Get
I really
your
like
room
doing
going this year, dude. Yeah, that would be fucking awesome. I would love to come do your room too.
Oh, I got you.
You
I
know?
got you. I told you I got you. I got you. If I mess with you, I mess with you.
Yeah, man. That's what I like about you, bro. You actually remind me of a guy in Detroit. They got a comic in Detroit that is Uncle something, bro. I forget his name, dude.
For
he wears the shades. You know what I'm saying? He's got the chain. Yeah. And I was like, when I first met him, I was like, look at Nonsense of Detroit. Look at Detroit's nonsense over here.
I appreciate that.
Y'all, bro, I see that. I go to other places and I see like there's like I'll be like, oh, this is their nonsense.
Right,
this is
right.
This is their Mark Caesar or something like that.
Right.
Different places have those certain, like they breed certain kind of comics.
Mm-hmm. But you know what? I ain't gonna lie. Like I've been traveling with it too. I've been blessed to be traveling doing my comedy. And I ain't gonna lie, dog. I'm not just because I'm from the city, but there's not comics like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's like this. Like if you come to a comedy show down here, though, you could see 5 comedians. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna get a different style of comedy from everybody, and I don't see that in other cities. You know what I'm saying?
Actually having that same.
I don't see that.
Yeah. I actually have that same conversation with somebody at my mic the other night, bro.
Mm-hmm.
At my mic, dude, I had such. You should definitely come to my Tuesday night mic, bro. This shout out to Another Bar. If you ever in the city, come to Another Bar Tuesday nights. We got a great show, 8:30 to 12 o'clock. We kill it and do this show last week at it used to be Other Bar on Ferret.
Okay.
And it's Another Bar now.
Okay. You went from other to another?
Yeah. It used to it was Corey Mack's old room.
Okay.
You know?
That's what's up. That's what's up.
But dude, it was so fucking lit in that bitch. And I forgot who I was talking to. But it was like the conversation was, you can come here, and every comic is different.
Yeah,
we're all unique.
Yeah,
in our own way.
I don't see that. Like I ain't gonna lie. I don't see like if you go to. I'll just say some of the places I've been. You go to Texas. You go to Atlanta.
Subject matter. Yeah, the comics are kind of the
same. Kind of the same thing.
The subject matter
everybody
going
the same. Yeah. But here you gonna be like, what?
Yeah.
Like he said this. He said you. I ain't gonna lie. Like if you just come to one comedy show, you're not gonna remember shit that another comic said because everything's gonna be so different. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be the same material. It ain't gonna be the same subject matter. It's just, and that's what I love about the comedy down here. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm really hoping that our scene blow up down here because I'm not leaving. You know what I'm saying? Everybody be like, oh man, you could be doing this here, but I feel like this though. I honestly feel that if we keep doing what we doing, we gonna have the people to come here. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're the number one like tourist attraction in the world.
Yeah, but even Pickle, you know how many shows I done did, dog? And every time I do a show, this is the number one thing I hate. I didn't even know they had comedy down here.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what we're doing now. I think it's been happening slowly but surely after this pandemic, dude. It's like we all are kind of on the same page where even if we don't agree on things, we respect each other and we're trying to unify and
coming
come
together.
up. And that's what really brings up the scene, dude.
Exactly.
I be trying to get people on their podcast. Start your podcast, bro. And
dude, that's why I'm loving this because people been telling me like for the longest, for like the last 2 years, man, you need to do a podcast and stuff. So I definitely be contacting with y'all and see how to get it going and see how to do it.
Yeah, man, you really don't need that much, dude. Get you a speaker and you could just do one out of your like a voice one.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just to start off, Grim. I was blessed with Grim. You know what I mean? I started mine off out of another bar,
Okay.
and through like connection through Buffett, and they hooked up, and he brought me in here. You know what I mean? And I was blessed to get this place.
This nice. This lovely. I like this.
Oh yeah, it is. It's great. Grim's great, man. I appreciate you, Grim. You awesome, man.
Yeah, for real. I like the whole setup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I done did like a couple of podcasts. I actually used to host like a sex show.
Oh
this
yeah.
chick. Yeah, with my little partner Coco. She moved
What
back
you
to
mean?
P-more. Huh?
What kind of sex show?
She was actually a sex therapist, and she brought me in there for like the comedy relief part of it.
Okay.
Yeah, we used to be popping, but due to she had to do some stuff with her family, she wound up moving back to Baltimore.
That's a cool twist, though.
Oh man, it was lovely. It was like I learned all kind of shit, dog. I learned a lot of my little words and shit, you know, polyamorous, and I was like, oh, what would that mean? that shit had something to do with Matt.
Yes. Y'all just fuck everybody.
Yeah, right. But yeah, dog, I'm definitely gonna check back, and that's gonna be one of my things.
Yeah,
I look
man,
at
Grim's
to start
great.
me a podcast. Yeah,
Yeah, bro. I've been trying to get everybody, because that's what they did in L.A. You know what I mean?
Right.
Everybody helped everybody by promoting each other.
right.
You know?
And you know what? That's another thing. That's what I give Atlanta. That's what I give Atlanta, because they kind of stick together, because like I put it like this: for the beginning part of comedy out here was like a competition thing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like you said, now everybody's starting to come together. You know what I'm saying? And it used to be like I seen in Atlanta, like I actually participated with. I seen one comedian have a show, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he took his crowd and went to another comedian spot. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? And I was like, damn, that's what we need down there, instead of
Yeah.
trying to, you know what I'm saying? Like if we just all, like you said, we just all come together and support each other with everything we're doing, we can't help but to grow and become big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's happening, man. I love what's going on here, and it's when I really love when somebody finds their footing, and like they'll start their own show.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
And they'll
right,
find their lane.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's so in the beginning, it's so hard to find that.
Yeah.
You know what I
it
mean?
is. That's what I love about Troy. Shout out Troy Duchesne.
Yeah.
I love how Troy is just jumping out there and like,
He's
I'm doing
killing
yeah,
things.
yeah, oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, he is.
And he's doing it quick too.
If it wasn't for the damn tornadoes, his mic would be going tonight, and that's where I'd be going.
I'd have been over there too. Shit,
Yeah.
I'd have just stayed over here with you.
Right.
That's right.
It's right up the block.
Right,
Right
right,
up the
right,
block
right,
from here,
right.
man. It's great.
And the food over there is fire.
Yeah, they got good food.
Man, I be picking shit out of my cavity, eating it. For real, you ain't had a good chicken wing till you done chewed it and ate it twice.
Bro, that's a good chicken wing.
Yeah, right. Real talk.
So I love that you have family that you said support you with comedy and
I
stuff.
ain't gonna lie,
Let me
dog.
ask you this question: Do you do jokes about your family?
Yeah, I do jokes about my mom.
Yeah, has she ever seen you do that?
She seen me do one joke.
Yeah.
She seen. Wait, I think my mama came to 2 of my shows, so she might have seen me do 1 or 2 jokes.
I'm afraid for my mom to come to my show. She's go, oh, let me correct your joke while you're on stage.
Well, see,
in
I
her
kinda-
way, you know?
Yeah, I kind of do. When I first told, so yeah, your mama kind of like my mom. Man, when I first told my mom I was doing comedy, she didn't hit me with like the congratulations.
Yeah.
Son. Are you living your dream? My mom was like, oh, you're doing comedy, you get that from me. I was
Yeah.
like, what? But she
Yeah.
was serious, dude. She was
Yeah.
like, yeah, you're funny because of me. So yeah, you owe that to me. And I was like, Mom, you're not funny.
Same thing with my dad.
Right.
That's my dad.
Psychotic maybe, but funny no.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Yeah,
Dude,
next Tuesday, when you start back over with your room, man, I'm gonna come through. And
come through, man. Well, my room's still gonna be going. I'm like Troy's actually hosting my room next week, and then I got Taj Washington hosting the week after that while I'm out of town.
All right.
My room don't stop.
That's what's up.
My room don't stop, dude.
That's
If
what's
I'm
up.
not here, my room don't
Got
stop.
Somebody hosting it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's
what's
the
up.
that's
Keep
the
it
work
going.
that's the workout room, you know. In the city, that's a workout room right there, baby. You know who I'm excited to go see? Leslie Brown got a room at Nice Guys.
Yeah, I ain't make it over there. I ain't.
I
Shout out to
haven't
downtown.
downtown
You
Leslie
been over there
Brown.
yet?
Not I haven't been over there yet. That's why I want to try their food. Really, she be making that place look good. you
Man,
know?
it be popping. I be seeing when Rude Jew be having the Saint games over there. It be
Yeah.
stopping traffic and everything.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They wilding out at Nice Guys. I heard, but I want to go over there and.
It's too greedy. I'm eating Mike and Ike's what?
Is that?
You want some?
I'm good, bro. I am okay. But yeah, I was gonna see if you ever got any backlash from a family member or like something like that.
Well, I don't worry about that type of shit.
No,
It is what it is.
yeah, I don't worry about it either, you know. But like, I do a joke about my sister, and she's told me something before. I don't, she don't like that shit, but it's like, hey, man, I'm doing what I do,
do a
and it's
joke.
more of a compliment.
I do a joke about my mama sucking a judge dick to stop me from doing 10 years. So
Shout out to mom, you heard me? Listen, that's down.
yeah, for real.
That's literally shit.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. So wait, you been in some trouble before?
Yeah.
Tell me about your trouble. Yeah. Tell me about your trouble, baby. You used to run them streets and stuff. What you got any felons?
Yeah, you know that's public records.
Yeah, what you got felons for?
Just auto theft.
Auto theft?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
mentioned that earlier.
Yeah,
You was out
auto
there
theft.
snatching cars.
Ooh, what? Boy, that was a
You was car snatching, bro.
man. I'm actually thankful for it because, like I said, I was, I used to be running with my partners, and we was still. It wasn't what they doing nowadays. It don't even make sense. They just stealing cars to joyride, man. We used to
That's
steal
wild.
cars and bring them to the chop shop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get it chopped up. Still,
How
sell
much
it.
would you get for a car?
It depended on what kind of car and what they were looking for. You know what I'm saying?
What's the most you ever got?
For one car?
Yeah.
But see, it would be with like me, and my partner, and my brother. So
Y'all splitting it though. Yeah, I get that.
Exactly. So the most I got out, like from splitting one, was like 2,000.
That's
Straight.
what's up.
Yeah. So we split it
Hello.
up. But I mean, we would sell everything from the radio, the speakers. Like I used to be in Kennedy, dog. I have no
Y'all would
books.
cut them bitches down. For
I didn't
real?
have no books in my book sack. I have speakers, Alpine, one now.
Good lord.
Dude, like one time my principal stopped me, right? And I was about to sell this dude a radio, and I had headphones on. So when I saw him, I like just took the headphone jack and stuck it inside.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and I was like, man, this a Walkman. And my principal was dumb as shit. He was like, well, you shouldn't be walking around with something this expensive. I'ma hold it.
Oh wow.
But yeah, man. But it got me caught up, and I actually was facing some time. And thanks for mom for. Thanks for mom for looking out for me because my stepdad was a merchant marine, and
Okay.
so by mom's doing that, it got me into seaman school. So I was a merchant marine for the.
That is so why you just said semen school.
Well, not seaman, but
Yeah, but it goes one in hand.
Yeah. So I wound up, going to seaman school. I was a merchant marine. I did that for
Okay.
like 12 years.
All
And
right.
that was beautiful because I actually got to travel the world. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I have literally been around the equator 3 times.
That's awesome.
yeah.
You got stuff to go on the road internationally and talk about.
Yeah. Man, I got so much material that I haven't even used yet. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah, I got shit for days, dog. And especially by me being a comic now, because I don't know, dog. Like the craziest situations, be happening to me. Like the shit that happened to me don't happen to nobody else. You know what I'm
Dude, I
saying?
get it. I fucking get it, 100%, bro.
Yeah,
the
like-
wildest shit happens.
Yeah,
to me
like
too.
people, you wouldn't believe, that really just happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you didn't get in trouble. You got through that rough.
I'm kind of
patch.
glad it did, man, because one time I was I was in Guam, and we was at this nightclub, and I got drunk, right, and I had to get back to the ship, and I didn't have a way to get back to the ship, and because of my knowledge of stealing cars, I was able to.
Really? Snatching cars internationally, bro?
I was able to snatch me a little car and drive back to the shipyard. You did.
That's fucking awesome, dog.
So I mean, don't knock your past.
Oh yeah, that's what's up, bro.
Yeah, for real talk. Cause I'd have been stuck out.
You think you got any babies internationally?
Man, I tell my wife, dude. I love your podcast, dude. You ask. Man, I tell my wife this. All the time. I be like, look, if they ever have like a little half Chinese baby knock on this door, I'm guilty. Like, man, I actually was engaged. I was actually engaged to a Filipino woman.
Really?
You know what I'm saying? And I was in Singapore. I was in Singapore for like 7 months, and it was. Man, it was so crazy, though. It was like, cause prostitution legal over there. You know what I'm saying? So I was like going ape shit crazy over there. I was just
you ever accidentally grabbed a guy, you're going to get a pretty one and you get it naked and it's like, oh, a dick,
Oh, damn, Pickle.
You not a woman. Oh, shit. I got to throw you away. That ever accidentally happened?
I'm going to keep it G. I actually, the next time you see me, these pants are a little tight. They ain't skinny jeans, y'all, but dude, I have a scar on my leg. I was in North Carolina since you brought this shit up, and hey, since you brought it up, Pickle,
it's all right.
I was in North Carolina.
Safe space,
my first ship, right? We got time for the story? I'm making it quick. My first ship, right? So I'm keep it real with y'all. Like, so when I was shipping, my first ship, when I first went to school, I told y'all I was facing 10 years. So what they did was they made a deal with me. They was like, if you go to a merchant marine school and you can complete your time there and get on your first ship, you know what I'm saying, we'll let you go with probation.
Yeah.
So it was like I couldn't get in no trouble, you know what I'm saying, and I had to finish this, you know what I'm saying. Mm-hmm. And my first ship, we was in North Carolina. It was in North Carolina, dog, and I had just, like back then, Merchant Marine School probably was like, you had to do like 5 months, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm like 5 months, like, dog, I got blue balls, because for real, I didn't know that shit was a thing, dog. I had got blue balls, you know what I'm saying?
That shit's rough.
Yeah, and I was like, so when we got to North Carolina, I was like, man, I need to do something, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So the guy was like, man, and I was like the youngest dude on the ship, so they were like, yo, man, we gonna go to the strip club, right? And I was like 18 years old, so they're like, you can't get in. So one of the dudes, he was from around that area, so he knew the owner of the strip club, right?
Yeah.
And he was like, look, man, look, man, he gonna be good. Let him, we got him. Mm-hmm. He was like, as long as y'all don't cause no trouble. So, man, one of the dudes get drunk, big fine stripper walk by, he smack on the ass. Mm-hmm. So they put me out, right?
Yeah.
So now they tell me, you got to go back to the ship, man, you gonna be all right. So I'm like horny as shit, because they had some fine ass strippers in there, right? Yeah. So I'm telling the cab driver, I'm like, yo, man, what? Like, y'all ain't got no sets around here where I can find me a girl or something.
Fucking cab
yeah,
drivers.
right. Dude, the cab driver pull out some photos, like, I'm not lying, dog.
He's talking about this.
I can't make this shit up, dog. He put out some Polaroids, right? He got all these chicks.
The ones you got.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. He put out some Polaroids, and the Polaroids, you can write on them, right?
Oh, yeah.
And they got phone numbers at the bottom, right? So he like, oh, man, let me call it. Man, every chick he called was busy, right? Like, he was like, oh, man, you can wait this. And I'm like, nah, man. I like, well, look, check this out. I said, I'm really just trying to get some head, dog. I like, just, y'all, I said, I ain't got no set, where the prostitutes at. I'm like, you could bring me around up. He was like, okay, I got you. So, man, he bring me up to the set. So I'm looking. I see this thing. This thing nice. She fine, big old legs and everything. Mm-hmm. Big. So he pull over. She get in the car, and I'm like, look, man, I'm just trying to get some head. She said, that's all you want? I'm like, yeah. So she was like, we could do that right here in the car. I said, well, I got to ask the cab driver, that's cool with him. Yeah. So, man, the cab driver was like, yeah, if you pay for me to get some.
Oh, shit.
Like, real I'm like, yeah, I got you, dog. I'm like, I got you. We good.
Yeah.
So, she jump in the car, dog. Man, she talking to me, she started rubbing on my shit. She saying some nasty shit, you know what I'm saying? So, my shit bulging up, man. She grabbed my shit. Man, I'm getting ready to unbuckle my pants, dog. Like, I'm pulling my shit down. All of a sudden, the fucking cab just hit brakes. boom. Man, me and her go forward, and I'm like, man, what's wrong? Get the fuck out the car. Get out the car, bitch. And I'm like, man, what? Get out the car, bitch. So she get out the car. He like, pull up your dress. Pull up your dress.
No.
Man. This motherfucker pull up their dress, and this bitch was half horse pickle.
Oh, that's what it means, too. Just the biggest dick ever.
I felt funny because, like, I looked at it for, like, over. I was like, God damn.
Oh, man.
Dude, and I was so pissed, like, I tried to kick her, right? And the cab driver pulled off when I tried to kick her, and man, his door slammed on my leg, dog, and I really have the scar. So I was like, man, what the fuck was that? You know, I'm 18 years old. I didn't even know. Yeah. I was like, man, what's going on? He was like, man, I didn't recognize her face at first, but then when I seen her face, I realized who she was. And I was like, oh,
he
man.
Been there before.
Yeah, right. So I was like, oh, man, this messed up. So I'm like,
threw that picture away.
Yeah, right. You didn't tell me about that one. So I'm like, you know, I'm embarrassed as shit, dude. I'm like, man, you can't tell nobody that happened, dog. Like, he was like, yeah, man, I got you. So I'm still horny. I ain't gonna lie. I'm like, man, bring me to a 7-Eleven so I can get me a penthouse book or something to jack off to you, because I don't want to get blue balls again.
Hell yeah.
So, dude, he bring me to the ship. I pay this dude extra, right? I'm like, man, keep your mouth shut, dog. You know, I don't want nobody. Man, I was a cook, you know what I'm saying? So when I first started off, I used to have to set up breakfast and shit, make coffee and shit, right? So, man, I had to be down at like 6 in the morning, right? So I'm come down, I go down to the mess hall, I'm setting shit up, and on a fucking bulletin board, dog, they got a picture out of an old Hustler magazine, right? Mm-hmm. And I remember this shit to this day. And it's a cartoon. It's like a little cartoon thing, and it's this old rich Earl man from Texas, right? Yeah. Little fat chubby guy, and he's in the room with a transvestite, right?
Oh, Lord.
And by the little fat chubby guy, they got my name. Yeah, they got my name, and by the transvestite, they got the chick name, right? Oh, wow. And they was like, yeah, this was his first experience, and man, like the whole ship like drove me, dog. Like, so we went from North Carolina to Puerto Rico, dog, and like it was just so embarrassing, because like even the captain was ragging on me about it. Oh, shit. You don't know the difference between a dick and a clit, huh? Oh no. So, man, we wound up going to Puerto Rico, and I went to my first whore house, and I lost my mind because I was I was trying to prove something to these dudes. We went to a whore house in Puerto Rico called a Black Angus. Man, I wound up sleeping with like a 65-year-old woman.
Hell yeah.
And they was like, he's definitely not gay.
Hey, bro, some of the best head in my life I got from an older white woman. You know what I mean? Like the 60 fucking 2 or some 52. I think she was older than what she told. I think she told me she was like 54. I was like 19.
For real?
Yeah.
But, okay.
I'm pretty sure she was in the 60s. Though.
Yeah. Hey, the old women, they've been doing it for a long time. They know what they've been doing. Bro. What? Hell yeah, they get straight to it. They've been snatching stoves since the 70s. So
Fuck yeah.
They experience.
Virginity snatchers. That's...
You know what, dude? It was crazy because you say virginity snatcher. One of the guys on the ship was a Puerto Rican guy, right?
Yeah.
So he knew how to talk the lingo, you dig? So he had, when we got to the whole house, I didn't know this. He had told a bunch of the women that I was a virgin. Oh, so that's really why I was getting women just coming at me because they thought they was breaking my virginity. Yeah. But once they got in the room, it was like, oh, you know, virgin. Yeah. Nah, baby. Been doing this for a long time.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you for coming in today,
man,
bro.
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate this, man, for real.
Anytime, man. It's been, it was a good one, bro.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. Yeah, real
and
talk.
I hope you and your family have a great Christmas.
Man, same to you. Enjoy Christmas with your son, man.
Yeah, and a good New Year's. And I will, man. I will. And thank y'all for, this is my last one of the year, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in this whole year.
Shout out to Grim. We couldn't do it without
Grimtown Studios. Shout out to everybody who's been on my podcast, dude. I think this is like number 37. I think I put out 37. For real? Yeah.
And you just not having me?
Yeah, dude. You know the line of people.
I got you, though.
We got some folks to put on.
I understand you, I'm glad you had me, though. Hey, don't worry about when you had me. I'm just joking.
Yeah, dude. No,
glad you had me.
We're going to have you on here again, too.
Definitely.
Man, thank you again. Shout out Yeah, tell people where they can follow you real quick.
Lord, look, y'all can follow me on Instaho at Nonsense Street. Look, that's NONC. That's NONCENTS 3. Nonsense Street on Instaho.
Yeah. And y'all have a great holidays out there.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year.
Have a happy New Year's. Be safe, man. This is Pickles House, baby, with Nonsense today, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, and I'll be getting back at y'all next year, man.
All right, peace.
Later.